Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Slay the Spire. Look, we're making it with like 10 minutes to spare on the daily today. Yo, NL's misplays back from beyond the grave. I do want to tell you, check this out. Boom, Ascension level 9, Ascension level 10, still a little back with the defect. We're freaking getting there. I just want to do the daily specialized 5 copies of a single rare. Midas. Trust the Midas touch, and time dilation. All enemies start with the slow debuff. What's the game? The game has crashed as I began the daily. The game has crashed as I have tried to start the daily, and I am very afraid because there's only 12 minutes remaining. I hear it. It's loaded up in the background. Please, mega crit. I beg you. Daily climb. I know you can't see it yet. Just give it... It'll figure itself out. Slay the Spire. There you go. Okay. Did it detect my cheating? To give myself 3 extra energy per turn? It's 5 copies of Glass Knife, Tomo. It's 5 copies of Glass Knife, buddy. That's insane. I'm like, we should just remove everything from our deck that isn't Glass Knife. At this point. 1, 2, we can't get to 3. 2 with a late shop is pretty good. So I'm going to fight enemies on the way up, if possible. I was going to say, if we don't draw a Glass Knife on turn 1, I'm going to lose my friggin' mind. Look at that. So we should play, in those situations, play Glass Knife last, fair enough. We also want to upgrade Glass Knife. I gotta tell you, like, I don't feel like adding anything to this deck right now. Really, really good stuff and stuff that costs 0 is going to be highly tempting. But otherwise, like, I don't want to lower our odds of getting a Glass Knife. I'll take a backstab. I know I literally just said I didn't want to do this, but you know, it's free. It's free, dude. Look at this. Everything else, we probably will need blocks at some point, but, I mean, what do you want me to say about the way things are going right now? This is like very barely an overkill. This guy's got 15 life left. That's nothing. I told you. It's actually -1 right now. Don't need any of this. Alrighty. Receive 175 gold. No thank you. With Midas, we don't need to do that. I very rarely take them up on that deal in today's modern era. I'm very disappointed that didn't kill you. Because that means that we're probably not going to get this guy next turn. We need 2 Glass Knives and an attack. I'm just trying to take no damage. 3 Glass Knives would work. Might as well not play it. Take 9 damage, no big deal. To kill these guys this quickly, it's a blessing. Now, I'm a fool. We should have played at least 2 of our defends there first. But, you know, Mama said whatever she doesn't know won't hurt her. How is that relevant to this situation? Don't worry about it. You, on a Midas daily, you fool. You cannot smith. You can't smith. So just get used to it. Gotta think. Flash of Steel and Prep are both good. Kunai, I really like those. So I think I'm going to start. Okay, we were like a little shy of being able to pick Prep, but Flash of Steel I think is totally worth it, especially when you consider time dilation exists. So yeah, we'll do like Neutralize, Flash of Steel. You really want to draw a Glass Knife there. We'll play a Defend, Strike, Strike, Backstab. Really good first turn. We played in that order for time dilation purposes, in case it's not abundantly clear. I think we kill him next turn, so I am going to do this, and we take 1 damage. That's why you should always calculate. Phantasmal Killer is interesting, but I kind of feel like, why bother? I hate that we just are healing for 1 there, but so be it. Okay, let's think about this. We probably, we're playing Glass Knife, Strike, Backstab. So we probably start with a Strike. Then. Still not doing 9 damage. This is doing 12. That's not enough. I've ruined it. Better. Yeah, that went fine. There probably was a better permutation, but I can't kill you. Not like this, at least. Oh, we gotcha. Needed time dilation. Honestly, you might disagree with me, but I don't think you do. You know, we got a deck like this. Why would you add cards to it? You know, we got so much damage potential, it'll like make your head spin out of your skull. That's not really the sentence that makes any sense whatsoever, but I'm just taking stuff that allows us to draw into what we actually want as quickly as possible. I mean, to be honest, I kind of like whenever you break block, apply vulnerable. Only because there's some bosses that's really relevant for. Not this guy, unfortunately. Very, very good first floor. Remember, we want to try to perfect. So if we can get like a... I was just going to say an after image is a pretty good get. And a second after image, I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's also a similarly good get. Gotta be careful. 17 damage. This is really, really good. Okay. We're probably going to split him. 16 will take him to 83. He can get to 70. 16 will take him to 80. Why did I think 73? This could take him to 90. And then this might do 18, which would take him to 72. This is really good. This is about where we want him. We're very happy to have not split him. Now we go absolutely wild on him. Pretty much the best draw anybody in the world could have possibly predicted. And then followed by immediately the worst draw. But that's okay. The problem with Survivor in a time dilation is you want to play it for the extra damage, but you also can't really do that. Oh, you son of a gun. That's a real jerk move, you know that? We're gonna lose our perfect. I can't... Oh, maybe I can kill you. He can kill you, that's right. No perfects being lost today, boys. Alright, pay attention. You gotta kill him. You gotta kill him, and you gotta kill him right. That'll do. I really don't think any of these are super good, but I think Unload is fine. I do kind of like the idea of transforming. We don't need to rest. We're forced to rest anyway. We would like transform our basic strikes. We got Malaise, Die, and Adrenaline, which are all better than basic strikes, I think, for right now. I'm hugely happy with that. 2, 3. There's a 3 path, so we have to take it. And we want to fight as many enemies as possible on the way up, I think. Dude, this is really, really, really good. Malaise is kind of a waste here, so you probably do like that. A single defend, an unload, a backstab. It's a bit weak. Followed by like the strongest draw we ever could have asked for. I'll keep prepared. It does take up a card slot, so it's not always going to be like a guaranteed correct option. But dude, look at this. What do you say? Like, one of the ones attacking is going to eat it here. 3 energy left. Okay, didn't need to hit you twice there. Probably could have done this way better, but it still went pretty well. The only danger that I can see right now is that glass knives do get a lot worse as time goes on. He's not hitting me anyway. Like, the more you play them, the worse they get. But, I mean, that's why I want to upgrade them. But we may never have the opportunity to do so. We should stop using glass knife so that the second attack does half damage. That's very lazy. I'm calling myself out for my laziness. We'll probably never get the ability to upgrade those, the thing. Well-Laid Plans is a 0-cost card. I like it a lot. Fits in with the style of the deck. You are in so much trouble. I love that vulnerability now. I think we start here. Straight up. No! You idiot! I am a fool. I mean, he's still dead, but... I think I played a strike instead of playing a glass knife, which is basically highly and incredibly stupid. It's a good start. Now, we hate this because we only have 0 and 1 costa cards. 1 costa? Cards in our deck, I believe. You know what? I like this. Could have played a neutralize, didn't realize we had a 0 cost defend. That's just, it's bad play. Is what it is. You're doing 5 damage, which is nothing. I will play a prepared. We're just trying to, you know, we have nothing else to do with it anyway. Figured we might as well get time dilation up and try to draw some 1 or 0 cost stuff. 13, wow. Figured we'd try to get there. We're going to take a little damage. That's not uncommon on a Snecko fight when things don't go your way. I'm going to make... I made an executive decision there to add a Cloak and Dagger. And the reason I added the Cloak and Dagger is time dilation plus also block, admittedly. I think we can afford to dump the strike here. Now we go for attacks. And we'll see whether this worked out. 13 damage twice. 18, 13 damage. Okay, so we did kill 1. Took no damage. Do this. I mean, I deserve very little credit for the way that this run is going. All I've done is exercise the slightest bit of adult self-control and not taken attacks that would have diluted our deck into garbage territory, but... I mean, it's going so well. Love a neutralize here. Also have to love a malaise. It's in my contract, but... We're only going to use it for 1. I think that's okay. Maybe it was for 2 because it's upgraded. Yeah. Start here. Love it. 5 energy, so you play everything. I don't know if he'll die, but he's going to be mighty close. Unfortunately, we're going to take 1 damage yet again, but we're forced in some situations to go to campfires. We can't do anything but rest right now. Pair is... can't complain, right? Don't think we need him. Yes. We will get rid of Gambler's Brew for fruit juice, but if I could drink it now, it'd be a different story. I'd take the attack potion as well, but I think having 2 intangibles is way better. So we're forced to rest. Art of War, not likely to be too relevant on this deck. I think that's a very bad relic. Or at least a bad get. So it's a free 20% damage bonus. We're just going for broke in case it's not abundantly clear. Now in this case, maybe we want to let Die get the maximum benefit. So it'd be like... Oh, he has 1 HP! I don't think we use an intangible here. Probably so much better to save him for the boss. Well, he's dead. Could have done that in a different order, but... You know, because we were weak anyway, pretty unlikely to get the job done there, I think. Very, very easy fight. Ancient Tea set, I think, is fine. I just hope I'm not under-equipping myself. Dude, straight up... Letter Opener is fine. Runic is fine. I don't think this is going to pay for itself. I think Leg Sweep, Bandage Up are fine. Leg Sweep has been nerfed a little bit. Don't do me like that. Come on. It's a bit of a rude move. Right after we get Runic Dodecahedron and we were so close to greatness, but... yeah, okay. We might need Intangible on this turn. What are we going to play? It would be probably a Glass Knife, Strike. We could Malaise, alternatively. We have to, if we Malaise, we have to Malaise last. 8 damage twice. You know what I'm thinking is like, it's actually better to do that than to use a glass knife here, so we take 0. Now we get a turn to go absolutely buck wild. Start here. Love it. Could have been stronger, but that went pretty well. 16 damage. I hate you. We could use, and I mean this is obvious, but like Shuriken makes this deck so much better. Because it makes every deck so much better. You're still doing 15, huh? I'll play a block, even though I probably shouldn't. I guess it was only 1 damage less than a strike, and it ensures that we take 0, so there is that, but Shuriken would take this to the next level. He's dead. Anything that helps us scale. Because things are, I mean, these elite fights on the second floor are notoriously, like, pretty tough. For where you face them in the game. So I don't think we're even close to being in a bad spot. I just think that, if we could continue to scale, we would just, like, body them. It's a weird one. I haven't decided how I'm going to handle this yet, I think. Because I think you are going to hit me, but I could play a single defend and get around it. Let's do that. I think that's very, very sensible. Thank you for the vulnerability. That just keeps stacking. I love it. You have 2 HP. That's hilarious. You are dead. I want to stall until we get bandage. Until we get bandage. Well, my bad. I think a Blade Dance can work too, but I'm adding them very slowly. So we are going to have Runic for the start of this fight. And maybe more after that. What do we play? It would be Glass Knife, Unload, Glass Knife. So it would be something like Neutralize, Backstab, Unload. And I'm a fool. I have to use one of these to maintain my perfect. That was very dumb. It's not a good use of our limited potion slots. Don't be a fool. Stop hitting me, please. You're really creating a problem. I would prefer to not have to use Intangible, but I don't think we're going to be able to get away without using Intangible. We still need to block from something, so you need to keep this. You probably would dump, I guess, Glass Knife, even though it kills me inside. So we can malaise him. The thing is, if we malaise him for a lot, he's going to lose it anyway. Well, let's run the math. If we hit him for 7 strength down and weakness, he would still do like 15 damage this turn. So it's our only way of maintaining a perfect. So I think you do this, and then you just absolutely try to eviscerate him. So you go like defend, die. Glass Knife is pretty good. Buy yourself maybe a few turns. Now you just gotta absolutely destroy him. Should have played 1 defend. Because he's going for the rebuff next turn. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do enough damage to cause the sort of problems I want to cause. He comes back with such a nasty attack. We're gonna live. It's more about the perfect, honestly. So he's hitting us for just an outrageous amount. You know you got a leg sweep. He's still doing 36. I can't believe it. He takes a turn to buff. That's great news. I hate that we don't get to carry any cards over. He's doing 15 damage, though. That's not that much. And I think he... I don't know. We could just do that, and, like, we're very safe from taking damage. I think we're going to make it through here. I hate that I use the potion so incorrectly, but it's becoming abundantly clear, like, we're actually going to be completely fine. Still a pain in the butt. Oh, dude, more adrenaline the merrier. Sozu seems like the exact right choice here. And we got 2 perfects under our belt, to the best of my memory, at least. So we got a 1, a 2. We're only getting 2. So we'd like 2 with a late shop. Seems ideal to me. And who is Dono Deca, right? I never look, and then I always have to look later. So they're not going to be time dilated, which is unfortunate. Oh, this is good. Yeah, that felt right. Yeah, I mean, it should be an easy daily to win, I hope. It'd be nice to take you down. We play 1 more skill, we do 5 damage. Look at that. I want to make sure that we're staying up there in terms of performance, because I really think that so far, like, it's very hard to find anything wrong. We still needed to play it probably, but it's very difficult to find, you know, much wrong with the way that this deck's going right now, in my world at least. So I'm thinking that we have a chance to be near the front page. I almost wonder if, like, some of the other scores that were up there added too many cards for this to be appropriate. But maybe I'll die on the final boss because I don't have very much block and cannot get any more potions. So I shouldn't count my chickens, really. I love free cards. It's so helpful. Ah, he's not time dilated, of course. Well, definitely. So, 2 attacks? No, 1 attack will get him, but maybe like those. And then we have 23 block. Give me one of those and one of those. Okay. Very, very strong start. We played 13 cards on turn 1. $17 block. I hate it, but we got to go like a little deeper. 7? What are you doing? It still gets him because of the letter opener. Gremlin Horn would also be a good get, I think. Straight up, I mean, we're not gonna hit him. So we'll just lower his strength to 0. Gremlin Horn is so useful on fights like this, which is where, you know, I could really use a little bit of benefit right now. I know you're like, Glass Knife, but I don't want to hit him twice. I want to hit him once. He does so much damage. Please. Without any strength, I really don't think I could take Riddle with Holes. And Dagger Spray, even upgraded, you know, on the first floor, it's great. But right now, what do we care, right? Like, it's just not that useful. 8 energy, so yes. 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 This guy, I'm telling you straight up, borderline elite territory. Not quite elite, but borderline. His damage is too low. If he went a little higher on that, he'd be in elite territory. But maybe that's not what he wants to hear. Maybe he's happy down here in the minor leagues. If so, more power to you. I don't want to tell you how to live your life. You definitely Glass Knife. Then I think you put all your remaining energy into Malaise. This deck works. You know, you spend one of your turns popping a Malaise. Big whoop. You know, everything else is totally okay. You know, you spend it all on... just thinking. You spend it all on Glass Knives, basically. Now that we don't have weakness, I'm going to John Madden you, and I'm going to tell you that I expect this turn to be a little bit stronger. Please, God. I'm just begging also at some point. Give me the opportunity, if there is a benevolent force above, to get the Shuriken, I would very much love to see it. It would make this run substantially better. I don't know if we need 2 backstabs, but I think you're in a good spot when you start to sweat whether or not you need the backstabs. I do think accuracy works. I do think toolbox works. I do think bottled flame works. But first, let's upgrade 2 random attacks. I was hoping it would hit a glass knife, and now we can't put a glass knife in our hand by default because I'm an idiot. But that's okay. We have more shops coming up. We have some 2-cost cards, but they're so few and far between. I really think you dump Enlightenment, even though it's free damage. So we're just looking, really, for anything that can help us not take damage. So Malaise is a wild one. We could really inhibit you. I think we gotta give you at least 5. And that's actually perfect. So we'll do like this, 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 and then you get 6 down. No damage taken. Ever. I'm assuming. So I'll use Blade Dance just to get decks. Why not? Well, because we could have saved the cards with well-laid plans to do more damage on this turn. Yeah, where's the fun in that? Okay, so he's doing damage. I don't like it, but, you know, that's his prerogative. You're still at 29? That's a little rude. I'm insulted. You're gonna hit me for 14. Force me to rest at some point. My fault for not taking better damage with me. Sadly, you know, I hate to admit it, but it's true. That cost us some points. Matrushka, way too late. Way too late. But, who knows? I'm going to skip this shop in the interest of having as much money as possible for our next shop. Remember, no Matrushka. You got to be a little bit more cautious, I think. Do we care about Panic Button? Absolutely not. 6. So 6 damage is 60% more. So that's like another... This would be like 24 damage to all enemies. We can make it substantially worse. I'm excited. Might as well, because they're all dying. Works for me. Super excited to get this... Oh, right, we can't take the steroid potion. I was genuinely happy. I was like, oh, I can't wait. You know what? Dump the basic strike. Take the adrenaline. We're getting there already. Already got 30% extra damage. All we have to do is neutralize him. Or, sorry, malaise him just a little bit. I think even for 2 is worth it. Which is actually 3, really. Yeah. That's an amazing first turn. Oh, you're very lucky. Shouldn't have played Survivor. We got well-laid plans. I'm underrating well-laid plans, and it's tilting me a little bit. Because you know, nobody loves that card more than me, except everybody who knows what they're doing. Oddly Smooth Stone and Ma Bank. Oddly Smooth Stone is nice. Ma Bank is not worth a whole heck of a lot. I don't know if we're going to any more question mark cards, so this is going to blow your mind, but we're going to do that. 2 cards. You'd really do that to me? I'll draw it later. Oh, the time dilation. You are in for a nightmare, my friend. 143 turn 1. See, I'd be a lot happier about that if we got 143 turn 1. No, yes. I'd be a lot happier about that if we got 143 turn 1 and we had Shuriken, so we also raised our strength by like a considerable amount. Now I'm looking at it and I'm like, was my math completely wrong there? Like, embarrassingly wrong? I'm learning a valuable lesson, and I think that lesson is that malaise is always the right play. If you have energy, that's a great place to use it. So it would be like 2... We could store leg sweep, so we'd play 1. But if we play on load, we lose all these... I see. So we'll start here. I do think you need to play it. Keep him weak. Store, unload. Use it next time. Not as fast as I would like. It just kills me to have to do this. Like, it's a good thing because it means our deck is really nice, you know? We don't want to, we don't want to lose cards because we're very happy with the cards that we have. But this is going to become a problem real friggin' soon. I can't... This is the damage he's doing when he's weak, which is what's tilting me. So get that dex up as high as is possible. We're still going to take a decent amount of damage here. Very, very slowly whittling him. You need to dump. Sadly, a strike and a glass knife. And now we're getting our dex up before we... we're doing attacks first, so our dex is worth more. Or rather, our dex is better off. Does this make sense? Not really. This time, we only need 2 cards. We can dump one of these. We'll go like that. That. Please, God. I would just like to attack the man. He's dead, right? Yeah, that wasn't that bad in the whole scheme of things. Just a little slow. Tough bandages is not what we're looking for. Not necessarily terrible, but not even close to good. Now this guy, he can be a bit of a wonky one too. What do we not want? We don't need leg sweep this turn. Just don't play prepared unless you you need it, which we won't. Focus on like getting your decks as high as possible. And then we got leg sweep available for the next turn. There was like no good reason to use it right away, I thought. Yeah, it works for me. He's weak for one more turn, 37 damage. Okay. This is not fantastic. We're taking 3. Probably shouldn't have played the strike and should have played the extra malaise instead. Oh, this is the second to last turn, so if we can get through this, we got nothing to worry about. So he's doing 16. You know what? We should have him. We definitely do have him. Just store your high damage cards. I mean, these are like 30 block each. Is the way that I'm going to choose to think about them. Not 30 block each, 30 block combined. That would be ridiculous. Very quick one, too. I can't believe we're 33 minutes in. I'm just going to be able to do the other daily right after this one. Definitely, I'm learning we do not need more prepareds. Pantograph is very unnecessary. Orange pellets, highly unnecessary. The boot might be worth something. I'm willing to take it at least. I think an after image is a good choice. Potions are irrelevant. I don't mind taking a backflip. I think that there's a case to be made for backflips. You know, at this point, we're never going to be debuffed, really. So I guess Pantograph, just in case the next 2 fights go really bad. Like, really, really, really badly. Not a good draw. 11 damage twice. 21 damage. Honestly. 12 damage twice. Are we really gonna... That seems a little overkill. 16 damage. 12 damage twice. So one more card. 16 damage. Another 9. 16 damage. Another 9. Love it. I knew we were going to get that guy in range. I'm glad we got in a hit on the spiker, though. Even though at the time it felt like the wrong decision, in hindsight. Love it. 12 damage twice. Well worth it. All we need to do is play 3 skills. Of course, we have 0. No, we have 2. Whoops. Or alternatively, maybe you could just hit him once. That also works. Ghost in a jar would have been so good. Or we're definitely going to be at 100% for the start of the boss fight. No question there. What do we not need? Defend. Which we're going to draw again when we play prepared. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, let's think smart. 12 damage twice is an easy kill. Then you probably backstab, backstab, unload. Very, very good spot. I love you break his block, he loses an artifact slot as well. Alright. It's a lot of energy. I'm digging it. It's a good energy. Gets the people going. I am starting to feel like maybe we're going to have to hit this guy at some point. Oh, you know what? That's what After Image is there for. He's done. Easy money. Terror. Huge. And, dude, we actually bought, what is it? Mechanical Drill? Hand Drill. It's so good against these guys because they get blocks every turn or so. How can you not play Apotheosis? They're not time dilated, so we can slow them down. I mean, we don't really need that, to be honest. Do we need this? Yeah, we could use that. Get rid of Unload for now. I want to try for a combo, as unlikely as it may be. Highly the right play. Kill this guy substantially faster. Okay, good first turn, but we're going to have to do what we did that turn without the benefit of the extra block we started with. 3 attacks. 26. We need to play one more defend. Had to be done. Still a lot of damage. Free vulnerability coming in at some point. I honestly think you neutralize him. I know, like, hear me out here. We could also weaken him. Like, for real. So what if we just go like this, break his block, neutralize him. Now he's only dealing 18 damage. And melees the crap out of this guy. So he's gonna get buffs from Circle of Power, but he's way further behind now. Alright, now we can go for the Jugular. We do need to play After Image. This is gonna sound crazy, but it was crazy. Yeah, again, very slow turn, but we got a lot of powers out there. Probably could have killed him on that turn, but you can't convince me there that we made the wrong decision, to be honest. 15 damage twice. I think we gotta hit him with 1, then you ice him. Okay. So it looks like, to me, this is beyond perfect. We gotta not draw a lot of dazes, though, in the wrong situations. You know what? Let's keep him, right? We might as well purge him from the deck. We could probably do with just having the defend. In fact, we didn't even need that. Yeah, we're working him. He's not getting any more vulnerable, unfortunately, so this would be a great turn to strike as much as possible. Not bad. I do wish we added some blurs now, though. This time, get rid of that. 24 will get rid of that as well. Dude, with the After Image, the strikes, or sorry, the shivs just become that much more valuable. He totally did gain block, and I am clearly a fool who doesn't know what he's talking about. You're dead. You're not dead. You're dead next turn. Great daily. We did not perfect every single elite, but man, apart from that, we got to be up there yesterday. 1112? Some of the scores up there were like 16,000 or 1,600. Are you kidding me? This is today's daily. Ignore this. Yesterday's daily. 411. Just a Tomo. Well, I'm a little... First off, couldn't have been 311. Secondarily, I don't know where we went wrong, dude, because, I mean, I thought we had it under control. For now, though, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I'll be back with another daily in, well, like 2 minutes by my standards. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!